This is your host Omar Guevaras on this Monday, April 11th, 2016. I want to continue with series and show you 4 more cards of this great player named.
If you want to get a 2-point stance, you get where you feel like you can rush the quarterback. You understand? Yeah. Rush.
Greg Lloyd. All my cards, like I said on the previous video, it was on the 90 until between 90 and 97 when the company or the store that I went to closed. This card is one of my favorites of this great player who is a 93 stat. It's from the card's name Select 94. Greg Lloyd doing some business.
You know, there's a sign that hangs out there on game day, and on it says, "Just plain nasty," and then your name underneath it. Is that an accurate description of the way you play?
You leave it on the field. I mean, you do whatever you have to do to win, and it's going to be perceived as being nasty.
And on the back always says serious player. Check this out. It says on an NFL All-Pro for the first time in 93 and a Pro Bowler pick for the second time in 3 years. Greg led the Steelers with 111 tackles, the team most active linebacker. He is a terrific athlete who is extremely aggressive and has great speed.
Acting like a bunch of you don't get in your gap, they're gonna beat you.
And damn, he had great speed on the pass rush. I think he was, if I consider linebackers in the 90s, I will have put Derek Thomas first, then Greg Lloyd. The second one is an old school uniform, I think from the 60s, maybe the 40s, I'm not sure, on 93 season. And this is from the upper deck. Old school. Here's the back.
Not at all. It's I mean, like you said, this is a game. This is my profession, and I bring to the game, I think, what a lot of people have been looking for a long time back here in Pittsburgh is the love of the game. I mean, a guy who wants to go out and wants to win at any cost. And I do whatever I have to do, to get my players motivated and to try to win the ball game.
This one against the All Brownies. Back in the day, guys, the Browns were good, okay? Back, I mean, like 20 years ago. Maybe more. This is a 95 card. Pinnacle 95. Here's the front. And here's the back. It says, take a trip to Three River Stadium and you see a banner that says, "Avoid Lloyd." That's a good advice because the 4-time Pro Bowler is one of the most ferocious hitters in the game. He plays with a brand of intensity similar to the former Steelers great Jack Lambert. And he had that passion of Jack Lambert. But Jack Lambert was a middle linebacker. They played a 4-3 or stunt 4-3. And Greg Lloyd played a 3-4 outside linebacker. But I loved how he played with that passion that Jack Lambert had.
You gonna play like that? Don't bother to come back out here.
You're not yelling at the other team. You yell at your own teammates.
It's a form of motivation. If it doesn't apply to you, then don't listen to it. For some guys, you have to motivate them that way and let them know that, listen, this is for real.
And this one is also an upper deck. It's not as good as the first 3. I mean on the on the design, but it's 93. Lloyd was the Steelers' top tackler for the AFC #1 rated defense in 93, and it was 91 when Wildcard came. 91 through 95, the Steelers defense was top 5 in every stat: rushing, sacks, less yards gained. I wanna show you a bonus card because I thought I uploaded on the Greg Lloyd video, but I didn't. So it's a 95 card. It's from Pinnacle Active Pack, and check this out. It was the year when the Steelers went to the Super Bowl.
We like to pause for a minute. Listen.
Hey, everybody else,
Listen. Listen, guys, we waited for one whole year to get this trophy. And it means so much to everybody in here, but I don't think, it go without a do. This thing belongs to Mr. Rooney. It belongs here, and let's see if we can bring this damn thing back here next year, along with the fucking Super Bowl. Here we go.
And they had a great defense. It's a shame that the offense didn't. When you have a great defense, you have to have a great defense, and the time must be right when you can capture a Super Bowl. But the offense, 2 key interceptions on Super Bowl 30, cost us a Super Bowl, and that would have been Super Bowl #5. Colts quarterback Jim Harbaugh said a talk show caller best described the runner-up for the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He's tough, just give Greg a cue ball and sucks, and he single-handedly and Bosnia's war. It was a 95. He had 88 tackles, 28 assists, 6.5 sacks, 3 interceptions. Man, I miss those years.
The guy who feels like, he's just a crazy man and he'll do anything. The guy feels like he has nothing to lose. And, I think Greg plays out on the field like he just has nothing to lose.
Hey, man. Hey, get the out of his face. What the wrong with you?
To be honest, guys, and since Greg Lloyd, Kevin Green, there have been a lot of great linebackers, but not as those 4. Kirkland, Shed Brown in the middle, Kevin Green, Greg Lloyd on the outsides. And if I compare right now, Harrison is more like he's more like a pass rusher, and Greg Lloyd was more athletic than Harrison.
The single toughest guy that I've been around would be Greg Lloyd. I've seen Greg play with injury. He is the most intense competitor that I've been around. He has a way of getting himself ready, and he has a motor that runs all the time, and what you see is what you get.
Don't run that over here. What's the wrong with you?
He's the type of guy that you always have confidence that when that whistle blows on Sunday, that you're going to get everything that he has for the next 60 minutes. And that starts in practice during the week because he practices the same way.
I'm gonna do one more, just because it's Greg Lloyd, man. It's not any common player. damn Greg Lloyd. Let me just find it, guys. Give me a second here. I got one. Which one? Let me check it this one. Let me check it this one. Yeah. Two more. This one, it's a 95 flare. 94, 95 is when the 3D logo came out and really started to hit. This is a 95 flare. Check this out. Greg Lloyd. And here's the back.
Don't stick your head where it don't belong. That's one.
It's oh, it doesn't say much, just the stats. It was a 94 when they lost to the Chargers in the AFC Championship. And this one is his last year in with the Steelers. I think it was in the first game that he got hurt. It's Skybox Impact 96 season. And here's the back. The description says Greg Lloyd, linebacker. He is one of the present-day Steelers who is remnants of the mayhem-making Steel current defense of the 70s. Sports Illustrated. And in one game, he only had 2 tackles and 1 sack. And then he got hurt, but I can't remember against who. They went down to his legs trying to cut him, and he got hurt. A lot of good players have ended their career short when they have had knee problems. Greg Lloyd, Terrell Davis, Gil Sayers, who else? That's the only 3 players right now I can remember. Yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. It was my second vlog for this great player, which I respect until this day. He's the all-time linebacker Steeler for me.
I love the game. I love playing the game. I love being in that outside linebacker position, and I don't accept complacency from anybody.
Let's not have somebody running around that 3rd and 15, get the ball wide open. We're better than that. We play better than that, all right?
Intimidating opponents, playing in pain, and inspiring his teammates. Steelers linebacker Greg Lloyd does everything one would expect from the NFL's toughest man.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
From the 90s until now. If you have your own favorite linebacker, let me know in the description. And I've been like not the all-time linebacker or the all-time Steeler, because we all know that when it's on linebackers, there's nobody better than Jack Lambert. As great Steelers, mean Joe Green, because he started with him in '69, and he was the foundation on the defense that gave Pittsburgh 4 Super Bowls in 6 years. But what I'm trying to say is, for me as a fan, since Greg Lloyd, I haven't seen no one close as his determination.
You come through that tunnel and you see a boy Lloyd and just playing nasty, and it's like, this is all for me, this is all mine. You got 50,000 people screaming your name. It's like they all scream my name, and there's a fire that comes on inside you, and it's like, all right, they're here to see me, let's give them a show.
Probably James Harrison, but I still would put Greg Lloyd in front of that guy, in front of James Harrison. But James Harrison is good, and Ryan Shazier is like the next generation of linebackers for the Steelers, along with Alvin Dupree. But still, we have to see how they played as a duo. As always, guys, always remember to be humble and blessed. This was your host, Omar Guevaras, bringing you another video here on the NFL card series. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments, your likes, dislikes, it's all good. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Saludos totales, mi gente.